Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. This is your boy Ronnie, and today I want to talk about the community suggestion of July. They've done another dev feedback, and just in case you are not into their Discord or you didn't get the ping from their Discord or you didn't check it, I just want to show you what this dev feedback is going to be about. I'm going to make sure to zoom it for the people who want to read it for themselves. That's why right now you probably can see it or can't read it properly, and it is very small. So let's see what they have to say and what they have to add in the future in the game. Since the last update, it is difficult to select enemy troops to attack. Please make the new transparent display during selecting troops optional. And the answer is, thank you for the feedback. We plan to add the turn on off button for this feature in one of the upcoming updates. Me personally, I haven't fought with the new system, but I did saw when you select specific troops or when you select someone's troops, it makes everybody else transparent, and this can be a little bit disturbing. So it is good that they're gonna add a turn on off button for those people. Keep the Alliance Quiz event after the Egypt event ends and make it a weekly event of every 3-4 days. This was a suggestion for the community, apparently. We received a lot of positive feedback regarding the new Alliance Quiz event, and we are glad that players like it. We will discuss it within the team and consider adding it as a regular event. However, the precise details are not decided yet. I'm not sure that this is something that was really needed, but anyway. Help titles givers by enabling them to give titles through the chat room by typing at the person's profile, and also let the title be visible in the chat room. I think that's going to require quite a lot in order to be done, but let's see what they are answering regarding that. That's a good suggestion, and we understand that this change would save a lot of time both for the title givers, which obviously it's a term that we are using, and the players. We will see how we can implement this feature into the game, and hopefully this change will come to life in the near future. I think it would be very easy if they remove the training speed from the Duke and just simply add it to the buff. I think it would be a much better result. Or when the buff is active, everybody is having the Duke buff as well, so it doesn't matter if you do the Duke, as long as that 4 hours is active, everybody is having the buff from the Duke, the training buff, and the buff from the Kingdom buff as well, which I think it will simplify things a lot more instead of struggling of giving the Duke title to everybody and just keep the Duke title when there is no buff active. I think that will be a much easier way. So they could just disable the Duke throughout the buff time and just empower the buff. I think that's the most simple way they could fix this, make it more viable. Because yes, it is true, in some kingdoms people just train without Duke because they just don't have the line for the Duke. There's other people who are training. Please increase the crystal drop rate when exploring the map in the Lost Kingdom. Tribal villages crystal drop is too low, and I 100% agree about that. Even the caves, they give quite a low amount of crystals. We won't be increasing the amount of crystals obtained to tribal villages for the time being, but we are continually working on improving the overall crystal tech system, which is very true, and some other changes regarding crystal might come with future updates. They are definitely working, and they showed it in the past few updates that they are working on the crystal tech, but they will not increase the tribal villages crystal drop rate. Make the commander's sidebar long enough to fit all the commanders without the need to scroll to see their health and status. I think he's referring the sidebar on the right side to make it long enough so you can pretty much see all your marches. You don't have to scroll. So for example, if you have 7 marches, to have 7 marches visible there. And yeah, that is a concerning, and it is a disturbing thing having to scroll to the marchers to see which one is being hit and so on. So let's see what they are answering. Thank you for this suggestion. After the next update, we will add this change to the Rise of Kingdoms PC version. Yes. However, it is hard to bring this change to iOS Android platforms with the limited area so that the UI won't clash with other content. It is very true. What they're trying to say is that the screen on the phone is very small. So if they're gonna put you 7 marchers on the right side, or five to 7, but you can have up to 7 now, it would clash with some of the other options that you have on your screen. So for example, if I go on the PC version right now, just so you can understand a little bit better, you see that I have 3 and it is already covering. You see the help button that is over there. So if they extend this on the left side more, if they extend it more up and down, they will be covering other options that you have on the top or on the bottom. So what they can do, and what I'm understanding what they're saying they can do, and maybe extend it on the left, because there is a lot of room on the left, and just add another bar and make it like 4 and 3. That's very believable. Now imagine if they do that on the phone, which the screen is already smaller. Because on the PC version, if they want to just add it in a same column, in the same row, all the 7 marches, they can just make them smaller, because you can still see them and identify them if they put 7 and visible in the same column. Therefore, for the time being, this feature will only be available for the PC users. Please make commander skills description clearer. Do not use vague phrases like increase damage dealt by archer by 10% and expect us to know that it is only meant attack and counterattack. Okay, that's finally a really good question. Let's see what they are answering. Thank you for the feedback. We understand the importance of a very detailed commander description. However, since the commander's description are translated from the original language to English and then other languages, there is always a possibility that the accountancy of a commander's description is lost when translated. So this is always what I thought as well, because they are translating from another language, and most of the time I believe that they have to interpret. So sometimes the interpretation is not correct, but that's really not our problem, to be honest. We really need to know the exact description of the commander. So I think they should definitely do a lot more tests and see what they're actually doing and check the reports and so on, so they can give the proper description to the commanders, which is something that we are interested in. We want to see the proper description. So hopefully they will improve this in the future. We will forward it to our localizations team and work on improving the translation on the commander's description. Meanwhile, you can always report the commander description problems to our community managers on Discord or customer services. Yeah, hopefully they will fix this in the future. Please add new features to the chat system. For example, add functions that allow deleting chat messages in bulk. When drawing messages and quotes, reply to a specific messages to make it easier to communicate with other players. Well, first of all, if we want to put the Rock PC app, the chat on the Rock PC app is pretty bad overall. You can't even send a picture. So I think that the chat needs a lot more work than just this. But on the phone, they could probably fix this problem and add more things to the chat, make it more interesting, more entertaining, more useful. And let's see what they're answering. Thank you. Those are very good suggestions. We will add these suggestions to our schedule, and hopefully we'll slowly start introducing new chat features along with the upcoming updates. Let's face it, from all these community suggestions that they picked, I'm pretty sure that they picked, it's only this one with the commander skill description and one with the crystal tag, to try to improve the crystal tag. This is kind of the only two that I find very useful, and maybe the title givers, but they still have a lot of other things to fix, like when it's big fights, the lag. Why it's been years, there's still a problem. There's a lot of other big problems that they need to fix in the game, but let's just say that the commander's description is as important as many others, as we need to know what the commanders are literally doing and what exactly are doing, so we know what we are investing on, we know how to pair the commanders and so on. I mean, the game is out for so many years and we're still finding things that we shouldn't really find. We should have it clearly in the description what they do and so on. The commander sidebar, that's also a very good idea. If you have all the commanders, it's going to be much more visible which march of yours is being hit, so you can retreat it faster. That's also very interesting. So I would say that this is a nice community suggestion from July that they picked for the majority of them. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one. This is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.